Kim Reynolds of Iowa has gone from a popular governor to the most unpopular governor in the entire United States of America. Not an easy feat. Her endorsement of Ron DeSanctimonious, who is 50 points down to me in the polls, has given him exactly 0 bounce. He's a wounded bird falling violently from the sky. I wonder what position Kim was promised in order to back someone who is so far down in the polls.
That was Donald Trump without his orange makeup attacking the Republican governor of Iowa, Kim Reynolds. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Donald Trump has been spending the past few weeks attacking the Republican leadership of Iowa and just saying really deranged and dangerous things in Iowa, insulting the people of Iowa. Let me just show you here. He is back with that orange makeup on. Here, Donald Trump is essentially mocking the 2 Republican senators of Iowa, Chuck Grassley, who was first elected back in 1981, and Republican Joni Ernst, elected in 2014. Donald Trump takes credit for their elections right here and basically mocks them. Play the clip.
There and even beyond that, stood up for Iowa ethanol like no president in history. I had your 2 senators come in and they would always say, please, please, please help me with it. And I would take care of it for them. I don't know what they've done for me, but this is minor details, right? There's no quid pro quo, right? No quid. Remember that? He was a quid pro quo. Nobody knew what it meant. Adam Shifty Schiff with a neck like a pencil. He's got. I said, how does he hold up that fat, ugly face with a neck? With a neck. What's a pencil neck? We call him pencil neck. What a dishonest guy.
I just think to myself, if I'm in Iowa, he's just attacking the governor of Iowa, Republican, attacking the 2 senators of Iowa, Republicans, and then he goes and starts talking about how incredible it was that the Taliban leader who he released calls him Your Excellency. Here, play this clip.
And he said, may I ask you a question, Your Excellency? He called me Your Excellency. I wonder if he calls Biden Your Excellency. I don't think so. He said,
I mean, how are you even cheering for that? But I guess there is no depths to depravity, because then Donald Trump's out there saying things like this in a high school gymnasium. By the way, a high school teacher from this high school reached out to me and said to me, you know what type of message this sends to our children? They are watching this. He's doing this in a high school gym. What am I supposed to tell my students? Here, play this clip.
He was with 4 hookers. You think that was good that night to go up and tell my wife, it's not true, darling. I love you very much. It's not true. Actually, that one she didn't believe because she said he's a germaphobe. He's not into that, you know? He's not into golden showers, as they say they call them. He's not. I don't like that idea. No, I didn't. I thought that would be a big problem. I was going to have a rough night, but that one she was very good on. She said, no.
And it's worth noting that the MAGA crowd that's cheering for that disgusting filth are the same people who are out there banning books and trying to be the arbiters of morality. It's what I call MAGA-splaining right there. I just think Donald Trump's actually getting worried about Iowa and New Hampshire. I think he has more to worry about in New Hampshire. I'm looking at the polling there. But I know a lot of legacy media wants to already say he's going to get the nomination. And I think there's more likelihood than not that he will. But I think it's going to be a struggle. I do not think it's going to be a cakewalk. And the data that I've been seeing, and I think the data that has been seen by both DeSantis and by Nikki Haley and by Chris Christie, is that there's some real vulnerabilities that Trump has in New Hampshire and Iowa. That's why I think Donald Trump's taking off the makeup and doing that whole shtick right there. Here he is right here calling Nikki Haley bird brain. Play this clip.
The Iowa State poll came out recently, just now, I think. Trump is 54%, DeSanctimonious is 18% and falling, and bird brain is 12%. Bird brain. Nikki Bird Brain. Sir, I will never, ever vote against you. You're the greatest president in my lifetime. It's not that long, she's not that old, actually. I would have preferred if she said in generations, but what is she, 54 or something? I'll take the 54, right? But you are the greatest president. So I will never. She said it over and over again. I will never. They ask her, will you ever run again? No, I will not. He's been a great president. I will not do it. 2 months later, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce my candidacy. It's Birdbrain. I know her well. She's not up to the job.
And this was from a few weeks back in Iowa. Donald Trump slurring his words, telling the people of Iowa a major piece of his platform, which is that he would rather be electrocuted than be eaten by a shark. Play this clip.
But if I'm sitting down and that boat's going down and I'm on top of a battery and the water starts flooding in, I'm getting concerned. But then I look 10 yards to my left and there's a shark over there. So I have a choice of electrocution or shark. You know what I'm going to take? Electrocution. I will take electrocution every single time. Do we agree? I will take electrocution.
And by the way, just a timeline cleanser or a video cleanser after showing you that, if you will. U.S. drivers can expect the cheapest gas prices on Thanksgiving since 2020 right now. The national average for a gallon of regular gas was $3.31 on Monday, 25 cents cheaper than a month ago and 36 cents lower than the same period in 2022 per AAA. Now, I had to give you that cleanser right there because I'm going to show you this. Play this clip.
And they're proud, they're clapping, they're going crazy. I can't do it, Mom, I can't. Boom.
Oh, hey, when did you get here? Let's take a quick break to talk about our next partner, Henson Shaving. Look, everyone knows how annoying cheap razors are. The cuts, the irritation, the frustration. And don't get me started with subscription razor services, the headaches that those can cause. That's why you gotta meet Henson Shaving. Henson Shaving is a family-owned aerospace parts manufacturer that has made parts for the ISS. That's the International Space Station and Mars rover, and now they're bringing precision engineering to your shaving experience. Razor blades, they're like diving boards. The longer the board, the more wobble, the more nicks, cuts, and scrapes. A bad shave, it isn't a blade problem. It's an extension problem. By using aerospace-grade CNC machines, Henson makes metal razors that extend just 0.0013 inches, which is less than the thickness of human hair. That means a secure and stable blade with a vibration-free shave. It gets better. The razor has built-in channels to evacuate hair and cream, which makes clogging virtually impossible. Seriously, Henson Shaving wants the best razor, not the best razor business. That means no plastic, no subscriptions, no proprietary blades, and no obsolescence. The Henson razor, it works with standard dual edge blades to give you that old school shave with the benefit of new school tech. Once you own the Henson razor, it's only about $3 to $5 per year to replace the blades. My first shave with the Henson razor was incredibly refreshing. The design is sleek and the durability is top notch. The Henson razor is truly much better than your run-of-the-mill quote-unquote traditional razor brand. And the affordability factor is absolutely game-changing. No more wasting your money on expensive blades. With Henson Shaving, you get a year of blades for just $5. Okay, so here's what you have to do. It's time to say no to subscriptions and yes to a razor that'll last you a lifetime. Visit hensonshaving.com/Meidas to pick the razor for you and use code Meidas and you'll get 2 years worth of blades free with your razor. Just make sure to add them to your cart. That's 100 free blades when you head to hensonshaving.com/Meidas and use code Meidas. And now, back to the video.
And I'm going to show you Donald Trump doing this. Play the clip.
And it's bad news. Bad things are happening. Mom, I'm sorry.
All right, now let's just talk about Donald Trump's words versus President Biden's actions. Let's talk about Trump's words and Biden's actions. Play this.
Infrastructure. Nobody can do that like me. The infrastructure is very easy. And infrastructure will get that done easily. We are going to put up one of the big and great infrastructure bills of all time. We call it Infrastructure Week. Okay, here we go. Much better.
Yeah.
Bravo.
show you again Trump's words versus President Biden's actions. Play the clip.
Infrastructure-wise, you said you're going to spend $1 trillion on infrastructure. We have a bridge in Cincinnati, connects Kentucky to Cincinnati, Ohio.
We're doing the plan. I've already heard about the bridge. I love the area. We're going to get it fixed.
For decades, people have talked about the Brent Spence Bridge. But folks, talking is over. The bipartisan infrastructure law, we're finally going to get it done.
And just so you see the small little things about their character, look at Biden versus Trump with babies crying during their speech. It's a small glimpse into just their overall character. Play this clip.
If the worst happens, it's okay. Kids are allowed to do that with me. Okay? Don't worry about it, all right? I don't blame her. Is it him or her? I don't blame her.
Ripped us absolutely to shreds. Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here. That's all right. Don't worry. I think she really believed me that I love having a baby crying while I'm speaking. That's okay. People don't understand. That's okay.
So when Donald Trump gives a speech and says something like, if he's elected, he's going to change all of the architecture in America and create baby bonus booms and all of these things, just know he's a con artist. He lies about everything. He's lied about everything his entire life. We'll just watch this.
Challenge the governors of all 50 states, to join me in a great beautification campaign. We will rename our schools and boulevards, not after communists, but after great American patriots. We will get rid of bad and ugly buildings and return to the magnificent classical style of Western civilization. We will support baby boomers, and we will support baby bonuses for a new baby boom. How does that sound? That sounds pretty. I want a baby boom. Oh, you men are so lucky out there. You're so lucky. You are so lucky, men.
And so I say to you, the people of Iowa, come on. Come on. How do you look at that if you're even a Republican and say that's normal behavior? I mean, it isn't. And that's one of the things I've been saying, and I've noticed a lot of others have been saying it as well, that behavior is just not. That's not what it means to be a conservative. We have to stop calling what Republicans are doing conservative. I just want to show you. This is incredible. Here's the former acting attorney general. By the way, someone appointed by George H.W. Bush, Stuart Gerson, who then served as the acting AG under Clinton for a short period of time, saying exactly what we say here on the MeidasTouch Network, which is you can't call that Trump stuff conservative. Play the clip.
George Washington was given the opportunity to become a king. We didn't want to have that. We didn't want authoritarianism. It's not just a U.S. trend. I mean, look at Turkey, at India, at Hungary, at countries all over the place. And why are we seeing a trend towards autocracy? We could spend a lot of time talking about the future of work, talking about how people are invested in their society. But it's our job to say that ordinary people are going to do a lot worse under an autocratic government. These people style themselves, and the press unfortunately styles them as conservative. There's nothing conservative about them. I'm a conservative. Mike Ludick is a conservative. Jurisprudentially and governmentally, we believe in limited government. These MAGAs don't believe in that at all. They believe in an intrusive, pervasive government, dictating what you do with your lives and what you think and what you can say. It's our job to speak out about that and to speak out about the rule of law and why that gives you a better life.
Well, folks, you see, the makeup is off. We see him for who he is always, though. The makeup's always been off. We know he's a con artist. You know he's a con artist. I mean, just look at the facts. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 2 million subscribers thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Have a great one.
Hey, Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.